Paula G voice, aka Lady Wisdom After Midnight. 7 aspects of self-care. In times like these, self-care is essential. Our country, our world has experienced a state of turmoil. There's been an avalanche of death and dying that is suffocating the heart, body, and spirit of anyone with a conscience. Fathers who will never come home again, mothers who will never see their sons again, children who are left without a parent and are struggling with the loss, much less understanding the reason why. And to add fuel to the fire, many agitators see fit to fan the flames rather than seek ways to extinguish an ultimate explosion ignited by a ball of confusion, hate, lust of power, and self-gratifying agendas. This takes a toll on the decent men and women who are struggling to deal with it all. Whether these tragedies hit home or we are just observers from afar, one has to respond to the images of grieving families, friends, colleagues, and a child who has draped himself prostrate over the casket of his deceased father. Healthcare providers and first responders who have been taxed beyond reasonable limits. So how do we go on? How do we move on? How do we heal? How do we nurture and help those around us deal while we ourselves are hurting, stressed, and weakened by it all? Questions we are all seeking to answer. But healing starts with self-care. We have to take care of ourselves before we can effectively care for others. It's the concept of the airplane oxygen mask. As much as you want to first make sure your loved ones are covered, you must cover yourself first. Sound self-serving? Well, look at it this way. If you're so busy making sure everyone else has their oxygen mask, how effective will you be to them when you pass out? You get my point? We as women were created to be the nurturers, the givers of life. We as humans, men and women, were not created for the level of stress that we deal with on a daily basis. So how do we deal? What can we do to relieve all of that negative energy? I suggest the following. Prayer and meditation, which translates differently to everyone, but nonetheless is effective in quieting the mind, the body, the soul, and the spirit. Talk about it. Seek support from those who care about you and who understand how you are feeling. And in some instances, professional help is a great option. And yes, there are some cultures who look down on professional therapy, but in this day and age, it is a great, great opportunity for self-care. Acknowledge what you are feeling. It's okay to acknowledge what you are feeling and to validate your feelings, to process through your feelings. Are you taking care of yourself? Mind, body, soul, and spirit, the theme of this whole conversation. Make sure you're eating a well-balanced diet, drinking plenty of water, exercising, meditating. All of these things sound so simple, but so very hard to do during our day-to-day busy schedules. Make sure you're taking time out to take care of yourself. Serve others. Serving others, giving love and support, compassion, assistance, volunteering your gifts or talents to others in need is a great way to self-care, because the bottom line just makes you feel good, and it's doing something to take care of someone else. Allow yourself the opportunity and the time to grieve. In difficult times, in times of loss, we don't allow ourselves the opportunity or the time to grieve because we're so busy getting through our days. We have to go to work, raise children, we have families, all of these different things, and we don't allow ourselves time to grieve in times of loss. Allow yourself time to grieve. And I've mentioned it before, counseling, getting professional help. Again, I know that is forbidden in some cultures. It's been frowned upon in previous generations, understandably, knowing why. But do not be afraid to seek professional help in the process of self-care and healing. No one knows what tomorrow will bring. Some anticipate it will be more of the same. Prayerfully, that will not be the case. However, if it is, you have the tools you need to navigate your way through the battlefield. God never said life would be easy. He simply told us He would never leave us nor forsake us. You are never, never alone. Be encouraged. I am Paula G. Voice. I'm a sagacious, independent lifestyle influencer. I'm embracing my own journey and sharing experiences along the way. I am challenging dreamers to do the same by breathing life into their deferred dreams and living out the reality. It's never too late to embrace your journey and live your dreams. Visit Paula's blog at paulagvoice.com for the full journey.